help.
Yes, I did.
How did you help? This is a whole new thing. This is a different one.
Remember when we were doing the setups? I was with y'all for like 6 or 7 of them.
No, we did that heist already without you.
So y'all just took all the money that I should have earned in that one.
Fair enough. That's actually a fair deal right there. Where is... I need to check the mic. I'm pretty sure the audio levels are fine.
Yes.
You there?
Yeah, he said yeah.
Yes.
He said yes.
Okay. Why can't I hear him?
Maybe you have him muted.
I do not, because I can hear him.
No,
He
I
doesn't have me
can't. I
muted,
wanted to ask
'cause-
him a question on Fallout 76.
God damn it. Be back in a second.
Okay. Have you played Mesca? Have you played Fallout 76?
Yeah, well, I guess we're starting new characters, but yeah, I played
How
it.
is it?
No.
Oh, it's trash.
Oh,
You
so it's probably not to get, or
hear me. God damn it.
Wait, I can hear you, Silver.
You
I
can't.
can hear you too.
wait, why can't I hear him? What?
You muted him?
That's what I'm
Make sure
saying.
you unmute him.
No. I can hear him. He can't hear me.
Wait, I declined the team invite. No, I didn't. I didn't even see the team
You didn't.
invite.
He has to leave. Well, basically, one of us has to leave and come back. And I can hear
is
him.
that
It's the only
why?
person who can't hear them.
It says you want to make... Okay, accept team invite. There we go. So now I accepted your invite.
Tell him it's worth getting, but because of the fact that next it's going to be the update that causes the NPCs to spawn in. It's got enough stuff to hold you around.
He said it's
because
worth
there's
getting.
that
It's got enough stuff to hold you around, especially when next month DLC comes out and you'll be able to talk to
Okay.
NPCs in it. He said don't pay no more than $20 for it though.
Okay.
30 at most.
30 at most.
Because the game gives you the currency,
Huh.
and if you exchange the currency into real life
There
dollar,
was a sale
the
going
difference
on right
is
now,
it's
wasn't there?
$34.
He said
easy.
the game gives you some currency when you buy it, so if
No, you gotta make that currency.
Oh, well you said give
Okay.
you the
Basically pays
currency.
you for playing it. It pays you for playing it essentially without giving you real dollar.
Oh, okay.
When we start
Does it
this
ever-
podcast,
We about to start. I'm just checking the audio levels real fast.
you like my levels?
Real stars?
Alright, yeah, my levels are good. Cool. It's like an 8-second delay, so that's why I just like get quiet for a few seconds. I just wait for it to... Alright, let me get my calendar ready. It says waiting, so I'm not pressing any buttons. I'm just waiting for you to start the Battle Royale, just so you know. Oh, hold on, let me go to settings and turn down the game's audio. Because then you'll just be hearing that in the background. The master. Does master lower everything? I'll just lower everything just to be on the safe side.
We're going to Battle Royale, so...
Yeah, that's fine. Just turning everything down. Oop, it started. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, I double checked it. Alright, cool. So, get this ready. 23 minutes in. Jesus.
$39.99 still.
Ooh, that's $10 over the threshold. Alright, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy Malloy mateys, welcome to Talking in Teacups, the serious topic show with not so serious people. I'm your host, Cypher. Joined alongside me is our co-host, Lawrence.
Co-host.
Yeah, co-host. I'm taking it back so you can be on rhythm. I listened to the old episodes. When I introduced you as just a singular host, you always flub up everything. But now
No,
you're
you
just
never said
co-host.
it's good to be here with you today.
You've been demoted to co-host now. He's been demoted. So if you're keeping track, he was host, singular host for about 3 episodes in. He couldn't handle the responsibilities. So now he's co-host. We also have some guests, some recurring guests. You know him, you love him, you've seen him before, you've heard him before. Silver Slasher in the building.
I've got this weird thing on my elbow, and I just want to know, does this look infected, you guys?
We also have do you want to call you Red? Dust like what do you say, Wolf?
Do Dusk.
We have Dusk
That's
here.
fine.
I'm pretty sure he's been in the podcast on the Grow Home
Yes.
episode. He was on the Grow
Yeah.
Home episode when we playing Grow
And
Home.
also the liver one.
Okay, yeah, he was there too. And then do we still have special guest for the first time, possibly Toxic in the background? Toxic?
Hello.
Hey, Toxic here too. Oh shoot, let me turn off my notifications. That's probably gonna mess things up. Yeah, please make sure you do. And notifications. Yeah, allow to share.
Where do you find that at?
It's in your
Party
settings, your game
settings.
settings.
Yeah, party settings. I'm level 0. You're level 15
Yes.
for your character or for Battle Royale mode?
Battle Royale. If you press options, right? Yes, you can choose which map we go to, Morgantown or Flatwoods.
Okay, cool. I just chose Morgantown. I have no picks in this race. Alright. Lawrence, it's good to be here with you today.
Yes, it is good to be here with you today on my show because I'm the host.
Allegedly. Silver, it's good to be here with you today.
It's always a pleasure, especially when I'm the one making the pleasure.
Dusk, it's good to be here with you today.
Yeah, to you too.
Toxic is especially well to be here with you today.
Same.
Alright, if you didn't know, you can follow Talking in Teacups, aka Cypher Gaming, on Twitter and Instagram at Cypher Gaming. That's with just one G. You just do gaming, like IN, cool swag way. If you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/Cypher Gaming. Throw a couple bucks our way, get some exclusive content like that push-up competition. Yeah, we made a bet earlier in this year. If you watched the show, who could get the higher box office, Black Widow movie or No Time to Die? And if you're keeping up with the news, No Time to Die got pushed back. So we'll see if I still win that bet. I believe 40 push-ups were on the line. Yeah, that's gonna go on Patreon. You ain't gonna see that on YouTube. So that's some of the content you can look forward to seeing. Another thing, we do post here on YouTube for free every Sunday. We do a live podcast, so you can watch that live, and then you can catch any older. I could pick where I spawn point at. Oh, nice. Let's go right there. You can watch any older episodes that we put out there.
You're in Morgantown. Don't go there. Trust me, just don't go there.
All right, I'll go to the
Go up
power
north.
plant.
North.
Go
to
right.
the one that's the dot that's up north.
Pioneer Scout
dot.
Camp.
The
Oh,
dot. Prissy. Blue.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, we're in teams of 4. This is just like Fortnite too. All right, so
The
taking.
only difference is that it's a pay-in, so it's better that way.
So it just made me laugh. So our first segment of the day, Toxic, we call this a baker's dozen. So we go through a baker's dozen's worth of news stories, and we just give our quick thoughts if we have any. I'll just read the news, and you can say, yeah, that's tight, or you can say, oh no. So Nvidia's GeForce Now, which is the streaming service that allows you to stream your already owned titles via the internet to your cell phone, they lose 2K games titles following Activision and Blizzard and Bethesda. So now that streaming service where it lets you play your own games that you own is not allowing you to play any of your 2K games. It's not going to allow you to play any of your Activision games, and you can't even play your Bethesda games. That's a big bummer, especially for me.
So
Wait, you
basically,
see
the
you
top
own them?
two.
You own them already, so you could play them on your computer. But before they took these games off the service, you could play them on your cell phone while you're at work. But now they've taken their stuff off the service because it was free. You didn't have to pay. There was an option to pay if you wanted to play for more than an hour and have full HD like 4K. But for a standard, maybe probably 720, you could do free for an hour. Which that's why I downloaded it because I was like, oh, this is lit. But now they're removing all the games off. And I have a theory as to why they're doing that. So, what other streaming service do we know is doing a lackluster job right now that has, let's say, $1 billion to throw around?
I'm sorry.
I said, There's my theory as to why Nvidia Shield or not Nvidia Shield, Nvidia GeForce Now, the streaming service is losing, basically game developers or publishers. And I think really it's because of Google Stadia. So Google Stadia is probably like paying off these guys to say, hey, look, don't put your shit on there, even though it's yours, but they got to buy the game twice on my thing, so I'll give you some kickback. So when they buy the game twice from me, you still make some money. Because it's really just bullshit, if you ask me. By the way, Toxic, if you want, you can curse on the show. It's not PG-13.
Wait, you can curse?
We can curse now. Yep.
Just let me get my
Okay,
old-fashioned
trying to get
hexing
sponsors.
books.
Listen, Joe Rogan get the sponsors and he curse, so we can curse.
Joe Rogan's the #1 podcaster in the country.
In the world, dare I say. Dare I say.
America isn't everything.
But isn't it though?
Mhm.
But either way, I think it's Google Stadia is what's causing that to happen because Google Stadia doesn't have maybe even 100 titles. They probably have 70 games, maybe less than 70. I don't have it pulled up right now, but they have so few titles. Damn, my man found the suit already.
And a weapon.
Oh, I took
Yeah,
it. Sorry.
laser.
My,
I've
my
got
personal
radium
opinion on
rifle.
that is that's some straight up bullshit.
It
I
is.
mean, if you already bought like if you already paid for the service, you should be able to play your games.
But it's
Even
also the companies that are known for doing that shit, like Bethesda, and then that just leave and come back. Cause people have to buy more shit.
But it's crazy because you own it and you gotta buy it twice. Like that's the reason why I wasn't interested in Google Stadia. But I was like, I mean, I can rock out if it's a free version of it. But the free version of Google Stadia, I'm gonna be able to play what free to play games. I don't need that at this point because I have a Nintendo Switch that has the option to play. Was it Fortnite? I don't want to play it on there. I also
Let's
have
go
the
over here. Take the
I
purple armor.
I also
In the
have
orange
the
box.
yeah I also have the
Also,
option
it's
to
very
play.
easy. I think it's only kids playing on there. I've only played like 5 rounds, and I've got like 4 victory royales.
But I also have the option to play. Was it
Radiation.
Dauntless, and I'm like, man, I don't even want to play that shit either. So I don't like to play everything on everything. It's not needed for me. But it does suck that that free service, not even a free service. It does suck that Nvidia's losing all of those games. Like,
Submachine gun and Grognak's axe. Inside this one. Nope. Up here.
where'd you go? Oh, right here.
What's a Grognak sack?
Giant double-sided axe. Combat axe.
In our next story, this one's going to be really good if you are a football fan. Do you remember the old school NFL 2K5 with I think Donovan McNabb or Michael Vick was on the front cover? Lawrence, do you remember that? Anybody here remember that game?
Yeah, Mike Vick was 04, McNabb was 06.
Mascot on me.
Yeah, I
What
see him.
video game was that?
It was NFL 2K5 by well obviously by 2K Sports, and it was like I think it was McNabb trying to catch an interception or whatever on it. But
McNabb trying to catch an interception.
sorry, Michael Vick. Jesus, don't correct me in the comments.
Okay,
Don't.
play quarterback,
Oh, I said Michael Vick. Terrell Owens then. I think it was
wide
McNabb.
receiver.
Yeah. Either way, it was a football player on the
Mascot
cover.
gotta go.
And the game was awesome because you had a crib and bobbleheads. Basically, long story short, that game is making a comeback. So NFL just opened up the license. I guess the contract expired. It's been about 10 years, maybe even more, because 2005, 2K15 to 2020. So 15-year deal with the NFL. Now the contract expired. So 2K is now allowed to, you're getting burnt up. 2K is now allowed to make sports games, or not sports games in general, but NFL games, but they're not allowed to do simulation. So that's the only stipulation right now. So it's not going to compete with Madden in that regard. It might be more arcadey, or it has to be more arcadey because if it's not simulation, it's arcadey. So I'm looking forward to that because I like ESPN 2K5. That was the best football game because you had a crib and did all this other stuff besides play football. You could do
You just
obviously.
said NBA.
I didn't say NBA. I said NFL. Maybe I did say NBA, but you know what I mean. I'm getting burnt to a crisp. Sorry, I'm also
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to.
fucked.
I'm also trying to run for my life. I did not pay attention to the radius of the circle. But it's good to see some well, I guess sort of competition. It's good to see another football game come back. I want it to be like
You're about to
Blitz.
start coming to my house on Sundays because you don't know anything about football.
I only want to watch Eagles games. I don't care about the
I
Colts.
don't care
Fuck the
about that. I
Colts.
mean, well, I watch Red Zone.
Okay. Yeah, I
Red
don't know
Zone
anything
is
about football.
Red Zone is a channel owned by the NFL that lets you play all the games at once.
I know that the football player that retired from the Patriots, his name was Bronx something.
First one to
Gonk? The Gonk?
Robert
Gronkowski's going to do a wrestling thing. He's going to be making some stops at Wrestle something. Saw that.
WrestleMania is canceled.
I saw that in the news story, so I know about Gronk. What you know about Gronk? Nothing.
I know he plays tight end for the New England Patriots, and he's won the Super Bowl 3 times.
Well, you know that, and that's all you know. Did you
I
know
can't
that?
really.
Did you know that the no? You can feel free to jump in at any time. Did you know that the PS5 has not been leaked yet? The specs for it,
I'm
because
asking
I
everybody's
questions.
so
did.
quiet. Yeah, that everybody's being so hush hush about PS5 right now. Well, not everybody. I guess Sony's being all hush hush about it. Well, the developers
That's
too.
because
They know about
everybody
it.
in Asia is dead.
That would be crazy. So no PS5. There's only Xbox. Xbox wins the console wars at this point. But there have been some leaks. Some people are blaming the coronavirus, saying why it's taking so long. But they're saying that both systems are going to share a similar CPU and GPU. I said both made by AMD, and they're both going to have next generation SSDs to help with speed. So instead of using a hard drive, we already know they're going to have with speed. And then they're saying that it's going to make for the Xbox One Series X, whatever it's called, going to be slightly faster, more powerful, more teraflops. I don't know what that means, but it's going to be faster than the PS4, PS5.
PS5.
That's the, leaks and rumors anyway. That's what they're saying.
I'm still getting a PS5.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not
I'm
going to get an
yeah,
Xbox. I don't play
no.
enough of it. Xbox could, yes, yeah, I don't
I
know.
feel like they both have the same games, almost. The only difference is Halo, and it's like, come on
Well, I mean, also PS exclusives.
now.
Oh, so
Exactly.
many,
There's a
so many
lot of
PS
P. There's
exclusives.
so many.
I don't know a
I
lot of
there's
Xbox
some.
exclusives right now. Off the top of my head, I don't. I'm sorry.
When I look at the pre-orders for Xbox and PS4, it's like Xbox hardly has any.
I can't really give too much of an opinion on I just died. Sorry. I can't really give too much an opinion on Xbox the console wars because I don't really pay too much attention to that. But
Okay.
I did see on IGN where the Xbox the new Xbox is gonna have it where um you can basically keep a game on I don't know what the term's called, but
Suspended?
not like yeah, suspended. Thank you. Where you can keep it on suspended for I don't really know like the whole specs, but
You could probably
the
turn it off fully and
IGN
keep it suspended or something.
Right.
I think that's what it was, or it was something along those lines. But IGN was like talking about it, and that seems pretty cool.
I mean, I can already put my PlayStation in arrest mode and suspend whatever
Yeah.
game I'm playing.
Yeah, but
Well,
can
like
you
it's supposed to be like
unplug your system and do it? No.
Fucking have an internal battery life.
Well, there's two
Yeah,
that are
why don't
out
we
for
have
the
that? Because there's
Xbox:
always
Final
the chances
Fantasy
of
VII
a.
and Last of Us.
Why don't we have internal battery, like an internal battery for the systems
Those
in
ones
case of
aren't
a
even going
blackout
to Xbox.
or a power surge?
I
Because
mean,
then you're gonna have to pay more money for your system,
how
for
big?
something that you're
Right.
probably never
yeah.
gonna use.
Wouldn't that also make it like it would also probably make the system pretty bulky?
I was about to say, how big do you want the system to
Because
be? Because you can have all those
Um,
things you want if you want to pay more money, like Lawrence said, and make it big,
Right.
like Toxic is saying. So if you don't mind those things, then get a fucking PC. Oh.
I mean
I'm
that
just
can
saying, like,
actually be like not not built into the console itself, but like an actual like add-on, like you just like a not a not like a giant battery, but like
a micro, like a
I'm
small
not like
thing, like what we
Theoretically
charge our phones
speaking,
with.
you could run your PlayStation through a generator at all times.
well
Yeah, I know.
yeah, but
I
like
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably cost you less money.
Well, Ned knows what he wants.
Ned does not want a gaming PC, so he's definitely going to take console however they give it to him. Whether
I'm
it's
talking about location-wise.
oh, I thought he was talking about. Wait, he's not in the party. That's funny because he's playing this, but he's not in the party.
He's listening to us through the thing, guaranteed.
Well, if you're listening to us, let me tell you what this rapper did. If you're familiar with this rapper, his name is The Baby, and he apologized for hitting a female fan. He hit a female fan in the face in Florida. So in the footage, a fan can be seen holding a smartphone up to the rapper's eye with the flash on while he's walking through a crowd. He is then seen striking the woman like bow bow. He apologized He said, "I do sincerely apologize. I do," he said in a statement on his Instagram story. He said, "I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on their phone," because he couldn't see, so he just saw a light all in his face, and he went, saw boom, saw boom. That's how he did it, just like that. He said, "But keep in mind, I couldn't see you because you got this flash close to me, which is okay. It's no problem. A lot of people did. They didn't put it as close as you put it, but a lot of people had their flash on me, and that's okay. That's what I signed up for." So the crowd booed the star after he struck the woman, and he left the venue without performing any songs. So it was not a good look for him that day. He also commented and said, "Out of all those fans, how many people know how to zoom in? Just zoom in instead of popping me in the eye with the phone." Thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that isn't that isn't the best look for someone's image. Striking a fan. I mean, striking a fan in general shouldn't be a good look for an
The
image.
baby,
But
so the baby grew up in Charlotte. The baby is hard as nails. The baby shot somebody in Walmart for trying to snatch his chain. The baby is not playing no games with these
oh,
people trying to get all up in his face.
Dang, yeah, that's a real G right there. I respect it. Now that I know that story, I definitely respect it. He said, "What you don't know how to zoom in?" Yeah, that's funny that he said that. He said, "You got the light all in my face. Learn how to zoom in." That's the best part right there. All right,
There's
so
very little here. We're gonna want to start heading north.
all right, let's head there. So
Northwest-ish.
in some news, speaking of people making bad decisions, here's a good decision on behalf of GameStop. GameStop has hired former Nintendo CEO Reggie Fils-Aimé joins the GameStop board of directors. So he's not the CEO of GameStop, but he's going to join the board of directors and hopefully save that ship that is sinking, known as GameStop, because they've seen better days. So I think that's a good look for them, and I hope that he can help with the company. I don't know how much power he's going to have as board of director, but shout out to GameStop. That's where I get my used games from most of the time. Actually, that's all the time because Amazon doesn't sell used games. I don't go on eBay, so I definitely get my used games from them. Never my new games. It's just
you
not a
can
good
get
enough
used
deal.
games off Amazon. I
Yeah.
think there's like an option.
I usually only go to GameStop when they're running buy two get one free sales, or if I just have a little bit of chump change left over. And I like going inside the store. I like seeing the physical cases. I did grow up in that generation where you kind of had a big ass library full of cases and stuff. I was just showing Lawrence my this is a funny story. My DVD collection on the video, and he was like, "Yo, you got the Matador on DVD? Throw that in the trash." I'm like, it's just one of the DVDs I own. That's how it is with DVDs. You just collect them because they cheap and right here and easily accessible. So yeah, I got that on DVD along with like some other stupid stuff. But same thing with PS3 cases and PS4 cases. I don't really have a lot of Xbox games because we talked about that previously. But going back to the real meat and bones, there is a couple still aboard the Grand Princess cruise ship, and they're now suing that ship for $1 million over its handling of the suspected onboard coronavirus. Because basically, how that ship decided to handle the situation was, hey, quarantine.
Master, we have to go.
All right, yeah, let's get out of here. It's a quarantine. You can't leave the ship. So now there's
Yeah, because you could have infected our entire population.
yeah, but they don't want to be stuck on the ship rebreathing that same air.
Dog, forget
Put
that.
them.
Everybody who got let off the Diamond Princess came back to Washington, then they infected all those people in those nursing home, and that's how it got to America in the first place.
But what I'm
So I
saying is
don't know
they
what
could have put
I don't
them
know
in a
what they got to do.
quarantine facility. They didn't have to let them go roam free. That's a different thing. Talking about a storm is coming. That was a hellfire. That was not a storm last round. But yeah, they could have put them, somewhere else, separate from other people, and then tested them. But again, this was before they started testing. It was just like, we don't know what to do. That's why they're suing them for the handling. They was like, we don't know what to do. So how about we just keep them here on the ship? Sounds good to me. But it's like,
That
sardines
sounds
in a
good to
can.
me.
It sounds good to you. Yo, if you were stuck on a cruise, excuse me, if you were stuck on a cruise ship, you'd be pissed. Like,
If I was on a cruise ship, I'd be dead already because I'd need to be dead for you to drag my corpse onto a cruise ship.
oh, they got a pool.
Wood armor and hunting rifle.
A pool.
Yeah, they got a pool.
That's it. You're on a
Ned, get
cruise
the
ship, go in the
armor.
ocean or something.
Nah.
You can't get off the boat on a cruise
Keep
ship. You
heading
kidding me?
towards the circle.
Never been on a cruise ship, so I've heard that a guy jumped off and
They probably tried to
swam
kill himself. It's better than sitting on a cruise ship.
Oh
like
man.
swam to shore.
I
Alright.
actually didn't know about that. That's pretty interesting to know. That
About the
there
cruise
were
ship?
people on cruise ship. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's slightly better than a cruise ship? The alleged,
Keep running.
AIDS.
the rumored Harry Potter game that's allegedly in the works. I gotta say all those things because I don't want WB to give me a DMCA. So it's alleged to have. We talked about this, I think, last week or a few weeks ago. It's gonna have.
Do you think WB will send you a cease and desist order?
Yeah, they're watching the show right now. Hey, what's up, WB? What's up, Warner Brothers? Hey, hey, hey. Don't forget, let me get that cameo on the new Aquaman. All right, anyway, they're going to have multiplayer. So we talked about how it's going to be open world RPG. Damn it, I'm getting burnt up. It's going to also have multiplayer now, allegedly, rumored to have multiplayer. Now, again, I don't really like Harry Potter like that, but I'm all for it if it's open world
Hey, do you want
RPG,
more?
because I like open world RPGs. And if it's got multiplayer in it, sure, why not? Because then I can play with Lawrence, because he's the only one that's going to really probably get that game. Are any of y'all checking for?
I mean, if
I'll play
it's
with
$60, I ain't
I'll
getting
play
it.
with
Every game's $60. It's going to say if it's $60.
When
Well,
it's
I mean, every
$60, I'm not
AAA
getting
game.
it.
Oh, yeah. That's because you're a dad now. You can't just do that anymore.
Mask, we're gonna die here in a minute, and Ned's already dead.
Well, you should start off in the center of the circle
It's
instead of
dead,
starting off on
baby.
the outside.
We keep spawning in different spots. It's a 1 in 4 chance of it going to any side.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if the game is alleged, but it turns out it's real, and you do get it, I will give you it.
Okay, cool. So we got some other Harry Potter fans in here. Dusk, I know you're a Harry Potter fan. You strike me as a guy, as a Harry Potter guy. Yes! Guessed it! I just fucking guessed, too.
Flatwoods.
Ooh, I like that emblem.
I didn't even know they were making one.
Yeah, it was like leaks, and then WB was like, whoa, what y'all talking about? And just, like, sent
Mask, it's
DMCAs
not
to
a person,
everybody.
it's a dog.
What's a person, WB?
No, it's a dog that killed me.
Oh, that's funny. Is
It's
medics
just
the
continues to
healing
run
thing?
The other direction.
Yeah, you did.
You can still revive me. It's like any other battle
Oh,
royale.
you
might
know,
want to kill a dog first. There's a 1
I'm
in 3
just
chance that
not
it-
familiar with how to play this. That's my bad. Speaking of League games, though, oh shit, there he is. Shoot that motherfucker! A League Tony Hawk game is coming soon. So the last Tony Hawk game was kind of trash, but this new one, hopefully, is good. But this band, what's the stupid band's name? They are called the Death Set. They revealed that they licensed 5 new songs for a Tony Hawk 2020 game. And they said on their Instagram or Twitter, you'll be hearing that shit soon. Yeah, nobody want to hear that. Are y'all checking for a new Tony Hawk game? How y'all feeling about that?
What
No.
kind of Tony Hawk are we talking about? We talking
I feel like a snowboarding game.
board ride, or are we talking normal?
Oh,
As in, like,
normal.
Sit down and
Yeah, please sit down. We're done with those games that involve other plastic controllers besides the actual controller.
Defense grid.
we say
Those-
that now.
Yeah, those peripheral style games. That's what they were. Go, gotta get a
It'll
guitar.
be the
Oh, you
one
gotta get a
game you
drum
can
set.
play with it.
Yeah, God. You gotta get a drum set. You gotta get a
Guitar.
microphone.
Whatever happened to just the regular Guitar Hero?
Yo, they were bad. Well, they
I
were
know,
fun.
right?
They were fun for its time, but they're bad now.
Yeah, they are.
Guitar Hero's bad?
Now, all that
Yeah,
plastic
now.
sitting in your basement and then just collecting dust. You only play it when friends come over.
I
It's
feel
just
like that's
it takes
the
up
way
too
the
much
Wii
space.
is.
We use the controller, me and my brothers.
Oh yeah, those
I
are the
feel
best
like
ones.
that-
I don't know if Rock Band lets you use the controls, but Guitar Hero did.
I feel like that's the way the Wii is.
Yeah, I do want a Wii. I had Wii Party. That was my favorite game. Wii Party. It was like Mario Party, but with your Mii characters, so it was more funny because you was kind of like playing as yourself. That was that game. And Wii Sports Resort, because you had a little bit more sports on there, so I was a fan of that too. Wii Sports Resort was really good.
I feel like it's like a plastic piece just sitting in your basement.
Oh
It is.
yeah, it is. Especially the DJ Hero thing. I was showing my wife. She was like, "What the
Yeah.
hell is that?" I'm like, "Shh, about to be trash in a minute. I'll just listen to these stupid ass songs. I don't want to DJ remix them
Masco,
anymore."
That thing just exploded in front of you. Don't go on the bridge.
Oh. But speaking of things that aren't good, disgraced movie Mongol. Oh, mogul.
Mogul.
He's a Mongol. At this point, he's a Mongol. Harvey Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison. Looks like he got his just desserts. Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that? What is that you're doing?
That was my pun voice. Looks like he got his just desserts.
That's awful. Don't do that anymore.
Just desserts. No, okay. One more try just to see if it
See
worked.
this dog?
Shoot
Take
it.
its stuff. No, take its on me. Take this hound's crap.
Oh, nice.
Wherever it landed for you.
Yeah, I got it.
Because it should have better armor.
All right, well, another news story. The Supernatural cast, they had a engine explode. They made an emergency landing. Everybody is safe, but it was very scary.
Sadly.
Yeah, it was very scary because we almost lost the cast of Supernatural. But like I said, everybody on board is safe, so they're all good.
Yeah, that would have been awful.
Yeah, you guys sound real sarcastic about it. No Supernatural fans here?
I've never seen it. I've heard of it, but
I haven't seen it either. Not a Supernatural fan, but you
It's
know
like
we lost
Smallville.
Kobe
You don't know of
in
it until someone's watched it.
an air vehicle accident. We don't need any more air vehicle accidents.
Or do we?
I like
care
how
about
it
Kobe.
first started off, and then it was like,
Oh, shit, we gotta keep going.
and then it like.
Wait, what
just
season did it get corny for you? Like how soon did it take? Because they're on like 12 seasons, so I want to know which season was it? Where it
I'd
was?
say once it started going towards like heaven and hell, basically.
Oh well, you gotta tell me
those
what season that is, because I have no clue.
I don't remember. It's been quite a long time since
I
I've
am
actually
about to be
seen
mad.
Supernatural,
Oh
but
damn! Somebody got me. I'm critically injured.
Yeah, I figured.
the first few seasons that they had, I think 1 and 2.
Good luck,
If I'm
Mexico.
correct on that, don't word me on that. But I feel like that's where it was good because they were, going out and finding like
Mysteries,
this
right?
secret-
Is that how that
Yeah,
worked?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's how it
Just
worked,
wanted.
and
That's
now
what I
it's-
thought it was.
Now it's like heaven and hell basically, and someone's a demon, someone's like now it's like angels and demons, and it just got really weird really fast.
That's what happens when you have too many seasons. Speaking of too many things, it's time to get into the meat and bones of what everybody comes to this podcast to talk about nowadays, the coronavirus. The World Health Organization has officially declared coronavirus as a pandemic as the number of U.S. cases rises over 1,000.
Michigan's the worst where I live.
You have a lot of cases of it?
Well, no, we don't have hardly any cases.
Oh, you
I
fine
think
then.
my state's.
Well,
I think my state still
this
has
is
one
the
the most.
problem. They shut down all the schools. I think this is only in Michigan. I
Nope,
heard on the
almost
news it's only
a lot
in
of states have
Michigan.
done
So
it.
they shut down all the daycares, all the schools. No, for like 3 weeks, and then work like jobs and stuff. They're basically
Crowded
there's
or
some
empty?
yeah. Well, Planet Fitness.
Oh, it had to be
Planet
closed. There's too many people in
Yeah.
there, all sweating and shit.
Yeah. Well, they're not 24 hours anymore. They're only open from I think 6 to 10 or something like that.
Okay, so they reduced hours.
Yeah, they did. And then it just people are going. It's just ridiculous.
Well,
and then there's no toilet paper because people are stocking up.
I sent a picture to this group's Discord to show. I made a bet with my wife for $1. I was like, "Hey, I bet there's no tissue in the Walmart." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm just trust me. There's no tissue here." I'm like, "I'm about to get tissue. You better stop playing." So she went to go to the tissue, and both shelves, like 2 racks, were empty, like a top and a bottom row, just multiple spaces of emptiness. It's crazy because then nobody's grabbing like soap or canned soup. Well, now they are because when I went to Giant today, all the soups are gone. But you care more about your butthole than you do your hands.
I went to Family Fair and there was no bread.
Yeah, and then when we were D&Ding, my wife called me. She's like, "Why you ain't sell the Lysol wipes? They out here turning around $100 profit for Lysol wipes." I'm like, "What? I don't want to be sitting around selling Lysol wipes." Look, my cat just was like, "Lysol wipes." He just popped his head up. So funny.
Dude, there's a woman on some corner of some street in some city that's selling legit just
A
rolls of
woman
toilet
on
paper.
some corner in some street in some city. And we're
She's
supposed
selling
to
rolls
take
of
your
toilet
word for
paper
it.
like drugs.
Yep. And she probably selling single like rolls. Not she took, you know, I come with 6 or 8. She probably took them out selling one John for $2
No,
a
dude,
pop.
she just has like she walks like 2 or 3 things of 4-packs on her. Just cuts them open, just grabs one. I was like, yo, $20? Here you go.
Oh, that's too much. See, now she drawing. But you
Well, I
know
didn't
that's what they
see.
do.
I didn't look at the money, and I didn't listen to the video. I just watched it.
Yeah, she crazy. But coronavirus is impacting so many things. It affected E3. So now E3 2020 has officially been canceled, unfortunately. So don't know how you're going to get your gaming news. It's over. There's no PS5 probably. So no, we don't have that
Left
official
4
yet.
Dead 3 wasn't going to be announced anyway.
Oh, trust me, it was. But now they delayed it back another 16 years because of the coronavirus. My server, I got disconnected from the server. Anyway, so moving on, Disney. We talked about this when Disney Plus first came out. They still have no plans to release the Song of the South, not even with that disclaimer that says, "Oh yeah, we made this back when it was okay to be racist." Remember how we talked about Song of the South? They're not bringing that back at all. I don't know why that was a news story, but I saw that and I was like, okay, I'll talk about that. So no Song of the South.
What the
If
hell
you
Song of the South?
Oh, that super
Yeah.
racist movie that they made where they had the crows and they were called Jim Crows and they were like black people stereotypes. Oh, that was a bad one. You don't want to see that movie. That was bad.
Sounds like something I want to see.
I guess. Um, and then
It sounds pretty funny.
it sounds pretty funny. And then to Red's point, or to Dust's point about the schools closing, actually in my city, they closed 63 schools. They banned.
No, bro. Every school in PA is closed.
Okay, yeah. So every school in PA. So this came from March
Okay.
13th. This is from March 13th. So that's like 2-3 days ago. And then they banned
Yeah.
events of more than 1,000 people or more. So you can't have like events where there's 1,000 people or more in a group. All that's been banned. And
I guess this stream is banned.
and then Montgomery County. Well, yeah, you already just said that. They're closed in for 2 weeks. The schools are closed for 2 weeks. So yeah, coronavirus is taking on a lot of things. Taking off a lot of things.
And there was deaths. Like, I feel like this happens every year during the elections.
No, it's like every 6 years
Okay,
a virus comes out.
Abalo or whatever it's called. What's that called?
Ebola.
Yeah, there we go. That
Ebola.
was
6 years ago.
that was last time, I think. And
I don't
then-
remember. I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember when it was though.
Yeah, if
In
you look them all
2012,
up, they're always
2014.
during the elections. It's kind of funny. And then people like, oh, let's stock up on this because we're gonna be quarantined. No, we're just gonna be fine, okay?
It's the flu.
Our age group is going to be fine. It's the nursing homes that got to worry,
Yeah.
and they're just sitting there, but young people are coming in there and just cross-contaminating the place. Maybe they've been on a flight and they just going to see grandma. Then that's the last time they're going to go see grandma because she don't make it. So
Oh,
it's
they
Watch
don't love
it
grandma,
all
so they want grandma to go
settles.
first.
Mark the day. It all settles like maybe 3 months down the road or 4 months down the road. Everyone's gonna be looking back at this and say, "You remember the coronavirus? Yeah, that thing was crazy."
I think everybody's overreacting, but not at the same time though, because I'm fine with it. Because when I go back to work, it's probably gonna be
Yeah.
super slow, and I'm just gonna be practicing D&D and
Right?
just doing a
He's
bunch of
gonna-
nothing, getting paid to do
He's gonna be
nothing.
looking into a mirror, just saying it to himself.
I hate that.
But let's move on. So I'm gonna go into topic number one. Before we anybody got a dad joke, a nice little clever pun, little funny joke they wanna share?
I got a dad joke.
Go ahead.
Why does Snoop Dogg have an umbrella?
Why?
Oh, drizzle, my nizzle.
That's a funny one.
That was funny? Okay, I don't think that was funny. That was just...
That was funny. What's a dad joke? I like dad jokes. That's why we got a whole segment. My thing says waiting. Silver, did y'all start a match already or no?
Yeah, we're in a match.
Oh, okay. It says I'm waiting. I guess I got kicked from the match. That's fine. Okay, so topic number one. This one comes from way of Shiny215. She says, do you think the COVID-19 is a conspiracy to control the population?
It'd be wrong if
Control
it's
how?
not.
I mean, wouldn't I mean? Okay, hypothetically, not hypothetically, but wouldn't you want to use something more deadlier if you wanted to control the population?
What if it's a population what if it was released to control the population in China?
Oh, and then it spilled in over to us.
Yeah.
Well,
Goddamn Chinese.
I guess, but it seems like most people are able to fight off the infection. The
Maybe not
virus.
the people who it was targeted for. Maybe it was targeted for old people.
Let's say we're all young. We should be more worried about the quarantine than the
Ned, come here.
virus itself.
I know you hear me, Ned.
Because the
Get over here.
quarantine, we're gonna be kind of dicked over with being stuck in our house for this long.
Oh yeah, I mean,
What happens when they declare martial law? You can't even go outside. It's gonna get real crazy.
oh yeah. But on the
Who's gonna
right side,
stop
we should
Silver from
Overwatch.
going outside? He can go outside all he want.
You
And
go
I think he
outside, you're
should.
gonna get shot.
No, Silver, don't let them tell you that. You can go outside if you want.
Silver, you're gonna get a red dot as soon as you walk outside.
He's trying to scare
Well-
you, bro. Go outside.
Well, it's a good thing I don't live in the city, and I live in the state.
Oh yeah, he's like
I live in a
upstate New
small
York.
town.
Okay, so you guys are probably fine. It's not enough
Yeah,
police
yeah.
present to
No,
get
I
you.
just have
Yeah,
I have
your
to deal with
cops
the
are
same things that
pussies.
Ned would
You
have
know,
to
you
deal
can do
with.
it.
I'm near one of the major prisons, so yeah, I'd probably be screwed if they break out, but besides that, it's
It's way more prisoners than it is prison guards. So if the prison guards all got sick, oh man, oh man.
If the prison guards all got sick, then the prisoners would all get sick.
it's like the idea of like all the
Interesting.
if the purge happened, we all know the prisoners would be the first to go.
Well, I know that
Prisons?
I did hear
I
something
regret
about
nothing.
if martial law happens and they need more soldiers, then they just take prisoners.
That's a bad
I don't know if it's
idea.
true or not.
Yeah, I
You
was about
I
to
don't know
say,
know.
if
why
it's
would
true
they
or
give
not, but
Yeah, that's a
violent
bad
people
idea.
guns?
Yeah, they're not giving it to prisoners. Maybe back in the day or in Australia, but not here.
I don't know. It's just something from a long time.
Everybody's a
No, really long.
criminal in Australia.
Yeah, that's what that country was. I'm about to say state. That's what that country was founded on. Criminals might. Blimey.
Ned, really? This is what we're doing right now?
Alright, so there was that. Next segment. This is segment Toxic is called Sippin' Tea. This is our rant segment. So you can just rant about something you like, something you don't like, but just rant and say whatever's on your mind. Silver, take us away. What's your rant for this week?
The fact that a bunch of games are going cross-platform, even though most people that have systems that aren't connected, that have systems, can't connect their stuff to whatchamacallit, their router directly, and those that can't have to deal with the overly abundant lag spikes and other crap from most game companies saying let's go cross-play instead of staying how it used to be.
Oh wait, so you sound like you're not in favor of crossplay with that statement.
Have you played Black Desert yet?
Mm,
Now that they've added the crossplay feature,
no.
me, Toxic, and Ned sat in a lobby trying to do stuff until the game literally said, nope, you can't even open up anyone. You can't use your menu. You can't do this, do that. Because of the number of how many people were playing, it just caused a major overhaul on the system and the actual graphics and everything.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Do they have invite-only sessions like GTA, or that's not a thing?
It's open like a massive world with over a few hundred players on it.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
so you're
more than a
screwed
few
either
hundred,
way.
but
Yeah,
still.
you're screwed. Yep.
They've only got 2 dedicated to a specific company, but besides that, it's all share play.
Well, you did say something about Ethernet. You can plug your thing to the Ethernet, just so you know. You
I'm
have
saying if you
PF.
don't have access to do that.
Oh, okay, like me, because I pushed the thing all the way across the side of the room. I gotta get a longer Ethernet cord.
Yeah, so basically if you get less than roughly 20 gigabytes per second, you're not going to be able to run a lot of those games. And for instance, with the games that take more to run, if you have less than 10, it just doesn't do anything. It'll load in for 5 minutes and kick you automatically.
Have you played Call of Duty Warzone yet? How's the crossplay on that? Or alleged
I haven't been on it
crossplay?
yet, because I figured if you wanted to do that, we'd be playing that instead of this. Because I've got, right now, a minute until it's supposed to be done.
Well, stupid Sly's not here. Shout out to Sly, by the way.
For Sly? Like,
Oh.
literally, he said
I
he'd get
feel
it,
like
and
he's never here sometimes.
he's not going to be. He gets on at like 3 in the morning, and then it's like, yo, everyone get this, and then he just continues to say what he wants.
Oh
Oh.
wait, that's free in the PlayStation Store. That
It's free, yeah.
Yeah,
Ned
Call of
was
Duty.
installing it, or said he was going to. If you have it, we can basically start a match, and we could have the after stream be on it.
Ugh. Ugh, I'll punch you in the face. Punch you in the face. Alright, Toxic, what do you wish to rant about this week? Good or bad?
I
Good or
don't
ill?
really, I don't really have any. To be honest, I don't really have much to rant about. I'm just. Oh god, oh god.
Press circle,
Um,
Masca.
just trying not to get sick because I got the flu and I feel like I'm already getting sick again.
You got the flu? Oh
I
shit! I
had the
mean,
flu.
y'all know what that means.
Wait, come over here. I promise I'm not infected.
When we
No, but
were
like I had the flu
driving.
for like 3 days.
Gonna
Oh no,
turn
go
into
ahead.
a
Go ahead, go
zombie.
ahead.
No, I was just saying, like I had the flu for 3 days and I felt really terrible, but then I felt a lot better and I'm already feeling sick again.
You got reinfected, is what that means. And now, since your body fought off that previous version of the flu, you got a super flu.
Fun.
Yeah.
Super
No, but
flu.
it's literally just a cough and a nothing
Folks,
really.
you'll have to find out next week if Toxic lives, if he's on the next
Spoiler alert,
podcast.
he dies.
Yo, if I don't live, everyone has to sub to Mosca.
Yeah. This is horrible.
Oh god.
No, I'll be fine.
Even if he
Sure, I'm
doesn't survive
fine.
till next week, I'll still end up having to
Good,
deal with
because I
that
don't want to do that.
situation on Wednesday.
Everyone sub.
I'm about to say Toxic. I'm about to say Dusk. Dusk, what's your rant for this week? I'm sorry, I'm just laughing.
My rant for this week,
Yeah.
I'd say to all the people that think the coronavirus is gonna kill us. That's
What
my
about him?
rant. Because I don't think it's gonna kill us.
Oh,
There's
so
plenty
he's
of
saying
other,
all the people
there's
freaking
plenty
out,
of
chill
other
out.
stuff out. Yeah, just chill out, people. Chill out. It's not gonna kill us. There's many other things in the world that can kill us.
Like
Like each
what?
other.
Like what?
Like cancer.
White people.
There's
Silver's mom's vagina.
poisonous spiders and
You never know.
How likely are you to die from a poisonous spider than you are coronavirus?
or like
I don't know.
I don't know, like maybe
You're
a
more likely to die from a
tiger
poisonous
or I don't
spider.
know, any kind of animal could kill you. Like you could
Yo,
die
ain't no tigers in the
tomorrow.
city?
Yeah, there is. The zoo.
I feel like if it's your time, it's your time to go.
So what if I catch corona? Is it my time to go?
It must be your time to go then, yeah.
Makes
If you don't pay
sense.
enough, yeah.
Yo, Mosca, it's your time to go. Your immune system wasn't strong enough.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Like people get
Ned,
so
he wants
worked
the
up
power
over
plant.
death, and it's just kind of like,
Join
yeah.
us so we can all die together.
Well, I mean, death is like it's gonna happen. It's just people don't want to go.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
How fucked are we?
I mean,
We
in
have
all
death for a
honesty,
reason. If everyone lived,
I'm screwed.
like,
like, this
If
sounds
everyone
really
lived, it would be
irrelevant,
like
but
that TV show on Netflix, Altered Carbon, where if you live for way too long, the gap between rich and poor is, first of all, it's already gonna get big because of generational wealth. But if one person stayed alive,
And then also this.
like I know this sounds kind of like emo and edgy. I'm accept like I know I'm gonna die, but like I don't want to.
that's not emo. That's the opposite of emo.
Like
I want to live. You sound like
He
my
wants to
character
take
from
himself.
Vaughn or from D&D. Like I can't write with my left hand. Like you sound like you don't want to die. Like all right, stop hitting me. Stop hitting me.
There's a
Well, I mean,
Cyanide and
like,
Happiness comic that
I accept the fact that like it's gonna happen eventually, and
yeah.
I mean for most people like the thought of like like really anything can kill you. You get into your car,
All
you
right.
start driving, make
Accident.
one mistake, I mean, it's not. I'm trying to speak English, but I can't. Like just every day, like it's kind of like a gamble because like the simple things like
you're
driving,
not guaranteed
eating
tomorrow.
food, like yeah. Thank you, Silver. I can't speak English.
But are you okay with the
You're the
fact that you're not
opposite.
guaranteed tomorrow? Just so I know, or are you saying
I mean,
you kind of you wanna live? I wanna live.
like it'd be nice to, but like I'm kind of like already
No, it would
accepting
not.
the
Do you know
fact,
how long forever is, bro?
Yesterday.
Yeah, right? You'd be like
the
a
average human life is
vampire.
like
Send
80
help. Send
years.
help.
I don't want to live forever. I'm just saying, like, I want to live a happy life.
Ned, I'm
I
bringing
feel
him to
like
you.
we'd have
Have a gun.
it's we'd have a lot of people. There'd be a lot of people in the
Oh
world.
yeah, too many people.
And
It's
Overpopulation.
already too many people on this.
way too
That's
many
true. That's true. That's
memories.
true. Yeah, that's why. What's that show I just said? Altered Carbon. They had to put you in the like a little disc. They would take like a disc out of your spine called your stack and just put you in storage because there's just too many people and only the rich could
Yeah.
Put you
afford to
in
stay forever.
storage. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I mean, I guess if you destroyed the disc, you die. But basically, the rich people got to get whatever fresh body they wanted to the point where they just started making artificial bodies or clones. I can't remember the show. Good show. You should check it out. They on season 2. Anthony Mackie's in it. Really good. But wait, okay. Toxic did his Silver. Silver, I asked you already, right? Your rant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crossplay.
Okay, and then I just had Dust do his. Okay, Lawrence, what's your rant?
I don't really have a rant, man. Every week my life gets better.
So what made it worse today, or made it
What
bad
made it
today?
worse?
You said better, yeah.
Oh,
So,
nothing, dude. I had a great day.
oh, okay.
He said better.
Oh, better. Okay, no, no, no. I changed the rant because I noticed a lot of people were saying that everything's good. So you can rant about something good. Rant as in just tell your story about, what's going on, what you liked about your week, what you didn't like.
What I liked about my week, it
Yeah,
was
yeah, I
sweet,
changed
man.
it up.
And then next week I get to come home on Thursday because we're doing a like if we had to go home like test run. So yeah, I get to go back home on Thursday. I get to work from home on Thursday, which basically means I get to stay the fuck home on Thursday.
Nice. They're a little late to it. Why they doing it on a Thursday and not a Monday? They might as well just start that test sooner. I guess to get the logistics out the way, though.
We got to choose our day of the week. My boss chose Thursday. I don't know
Oh,
why.
okay. I got asked, hey, if these schools close and the people working my job have kids can't come in, what are you willing to do? I was like, I'll take some extra hours. I don't give a shit because I'm just gonna sit there and do nothing. So I'll go there. Because who's gonna
My
come in for
work's
me to sell
like
them anything? I'll still try, of course, but
my
and then,
work's like let's all work from home. But
oh,
my
fucking bastard.
yeah.
Maska's adopted children can't keep
Yeah.
them entertained enough. And yes, I'm talking about us.
I would love to work from home if I could. I'd take a bill pay, answer customer questions over the phone. But the
Alright.
problem is I'm in sales, so I gotta try to twist your arm when you come in my store to buy something. So it's like, hey, you want to add this line? I got good deals though. I got some good deals. By the way,
Hey,
anybody
there
looking to add a
goes-
watch today playing? I can get some. Okay, let me not. I'm not gonna. I'm off the clock. I'm off the clock. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I see
You
that. I
can
know. I
stop.
see
You
you.
can
I
stop
see you
that.
coughing over there. You want that watch? It will help you with your vitals. It'll keep track of everything.
Yo, if I told him that the watch could help him with the corona level detection, you know how many watches I'd sell? Yeah, this watch, you press this button, it can tell you how much corona's in the room right now.
I'll tell you your probability and everything. Just depends on what you install on it. How much you're willing to pay me to keep it running.
New Apple Watch comes out.
You gotta breathe into the watch to see if a person has corona. It has a corona detection test on it. Yeah, what if you have a stranger breathe on your watch? Like, oh, before you come next to me, breathe on this. Start breathing on your fucking watch. Like a breathalyzer. Oh my goodness. Alright, my rant for this week. I got the DM for my best friend. Sly's not my best friend anymore. Now I'm giving Lawrence back the title. For my best friend and his little brother. And it was fun. Had a good time. And I had no idea of what I was doing. I was too easy on them, I found out, because Toxic knows a DM. He knows of a DM that's a lot stricter. So now next week's dungeon quest, whatever, I'm going to be a lot
Keep it
harder.
easy. It was fun.
See, now he's like, oh shit, pressure? Hell no. So, but it was really fun, and I definitely enjoyed it. I never played Dungeons before. I actually got the game mistaken with Warhammer, so I'm going to incorporate different elements into it because I kind of like the Warhammer aspect better, where it's like chess and you got to move pieces. But that's later on down the line. So it was really fun. That was what I wanted to rant about. We sent them on a quest. You guys missed it. I would have told you all during the podcast, but that's a Patreon thing. You gotta pay to see that. You don't get to know what happened. Just know I DM'd. That's all you get to know about.
And if we get enough upvotes, we may or may not start recording that too.
Exactly. All right, so everybody went. Sorry, topic number 2. So we know now that the NBA, sorry, let me start from the beginning. The NCAA tournament was canceled, and that some players are playing it on 2K. That's their version of it. Like the actual teams, like, yeah, we're gonna continue our season on 2K. NBA was canceled. The NHL, oh no, sorry, what is it? The MLB was,
MLB.
yeah, was
So was
delayed.
NHL.
Yeah, well, no, I'm making that.
Fancy.
Yeah, I meant to say canceled. Yeah, I wanted to do 3 cancels and then a delay. So the NCAA was canceled. NBA was canceled. NHL was canceled. The MLB was delayed. This is topic number 2. Do we predict that this virus will stretch into August or September, whenever the preseason starts, that the NFL will now have to take a hit on the coronavirus? AKA, do we think the
I think it should be fine
NFL is
by
going to be
then.
canceled? Yeah, do we think that it's going to stretch until
Did you want
NFL
that, Ned?
season?
Shake up and down if you wanted that, Ned.
Yeah, nah, I think it'd be fine,
Okay.
fine by then.
Because when does it start? August or September? You know, I know nothing about football.
August for preseason.
Okay, so
December for
August.
regular
Cross
season.
rifle.
Now, when do they start training, or are they training like now? This is the time when they be training.
They start training, I believe, in
That is
July and June. They start training camps.
So it'll be warm, so hopefully the virus won't be able to spread. I have some facts about the virus. We can talk about that at the very end of the show for those who are interested. I make you stick around for that. But yeah, so we think that they're going to be fine, because I think that it's going to stretch and at least delay the NFL, so many N's, the NFL. I don't think it's going to cancel it, but I think it's going to delay it. To delay the start, which is going to cost a lot of money. That's going to be the impact. It's going to cost a lot of money because those commercials, all that advertising, that's very important to the NFL. Really, only 2 football
just running
guys here,
into it.
so it's going to be just us 2.
You say we're the only 2 football guys here.
Yeah, Toxic doesn't watch
You're the
football,
only
and neither does
football.
Dust.
Too
You're
much
the
of a
only football
weeb.
guy.
Well, yeah, basically it's Lawrence is you. I just put it in here to humor you. But
He's
yeah,
playing to the host.
exactly. The co-host now. He's been demoted. Remember that.
Nah,
Uh-huh.
no.
Next week he can try
That
again.
line.
He can try again, but this week he's co-host.
Good job, Ned.
Oh,
You're
bitch
on your own.
ass. Tonight's episode, in case you didn't know, is brought to you by the coronavirus, the only thing that's keeping the show on the air. Thanks for watching. Alright, topic number 3. Would you rather that, and this is good because Lawrence just talked about this, he said he didn't want to buy the game at full 60 when it first came out. So my question is, would you rather have games that cost $100 at their base price and not include any forms of microtransaction, like how they have loot boxes and cosmetic skins I meant to say, or would you rather have games as they are where they're $60 and you got to pay for all those things? What would you rather
I
have?
can tell you right now, I am not paying $100 for a game.
But what if it includes all the
No.
DLC off rip on the disc, not nothing you got to download?
I am not paying $100 for a game.
Well, let me tell you why I got this question. Game development costs a lot of money, and games have been $60 for a while now, so stop being so stingy. I say this as a person who's mad cheap too, and I'll accept that they're $100 and wait till they go down to 50, and then wait till they go down to 20. But at least they're $100 when they first came out, so some other sucker can pay for them. But I'm tired of microtransactions, because when I finally do
Yeah.
get a game, I gotta pay all this money to keep it, or not keep it, but to be, I guess, on point with it. Like Rainbow Six Siege. That's a nice game.
Right.
Not for me though, because it's online only, but it's a good game. But if I wanted to play it now, it's not microtransactions that I know of, but it's a whole bunch of stupid DLCs, like so many characters or
No, it's
operators, whatever they're called.
microtransaction.
It is? Okay,
It's all
cool.
micro. Like you have to buy currency to buy them in some cases, or you just have to grind the fuck out of the game to then buy the characters.
I can't stand the microtransactions.
Now, Star Wars fixed it because they said, okay, we're going to
They
stop
did,
making
yeah.
them player ability transactions. They're just cosmetics. I'm okay with cosmetics, but I do kind of. Oh, I got X. Oops. Okay. Damn it. I think I pressed X to leave the group. Hopefully, I didn't leave the group. But I would rather have the ability to have all my cosmetics in the game, because like I said, I'm an old school gamer. I'm just used to games shipping with all the content in it just to start with. But I get it, as time progresses, games have to cost more money. And I say this because PS5's coming. So would we rather see, I'm gonna change the question up a little bit, $70 PS5 games to cover the cost? Remember, these games cost a lot of money to make, Lawrence. Stop being cheap.
Well, I mean,
Yes, but we all buy them.
wouldn't
That's why they still
wouldn't
can
one of the
make the games for
benefits
60
of like
bucks.
Yeah,
They're
the game,
obviously not hurting.
yeah, the gaming
But then
industry is
there's
probably a
also,
multi-billion, not probably, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry, the gaming industry.
but then on the other side of that, there's all the gaming companies that are having their games that are like worth a lot of money, that are actually worth it, but they're really cheap. But then you get the games that are not worth it, and they're only 20 to 40 minutes long, and they're like 80, not 80, 40 to $60 off the cart.
Like Uncharted. Well, I mean, I'm okay with Uncharted. That's a
Like my
AAA
difference
game.
is, I can't think of any of the games unless I can just look at it. For instance, games I have that I could say would be like the Telltales or something. Each of them, yes, it makes sense. But if you buy the Master Pack, each of them is $20 on their own. Put them together, it makes more sense to get them together.
Hmm.
I chose a bad example, but still.
Guys, go back upstairs for a little bit.
Don't worry, we're almost done. We're on topic number 3.
I was about to say, we're almost done, so I'll come back down a little bit.
So
my
Dusk,
question
you got
is
money, you got a job, you don't seem to be married,
I
so you
do.
got what they call expendable cash. Are you willing to pay $100 for a base game that gives you all the DLC off the rip?
I would only do that if they cancel out their stupid transaction, not their transactions, but their uh currency or whatever you call it,
Crypto.
Microtransact, yeah. So I mean,
microtransactions.
I
Yes.
do that for. Let me think of how I want to word this. If GTA 6 came out with the online part to it, and I knew I was going to get extra like story
Right.
DLC down the line, all put into the game for free, I'd pay the $100. But I also don't want
Yeah.
microtransactions. But again, that game is grindy, so there's no way to really make it work for me. I don't buy
The
shark cards,
difference.
but yeah.
Do it this way, like GTA, but all the DLC, all the updates. Like you get a year's worth of update for the same price of the original cost of Red Dead Undead Nightmare. Unless that
Mm.
was full 60 on the go, where
That wasn't, and I only got to play the beginning of it. I never finished that game. Somebody stole my copy. Goddamn hater. I bought the double pack too on PS3. Sorry, I'm just
well, let's
ranting.
die.
But like okay, so we're talking about if games were $100, they would have no reason to have microtransactions. But wouldn't like other benefits come? Better, more expensive games,
Yeah.
better
Yep.
performance, graphics, and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I would hope that that
Or
covers my cost of paying that extra $100, then the
No,
developers can
it
get
doesn't.
paid.
yeah, I
It
know,
don't.
but
They
Damn,
get
come
a
on, what are you
asking.
doing?
That's what I
they
was
don't. They
asking.
get a budget.
Oh
The
my
budget
gosh.
doesn't matter on how much the price of the game is. As long as they think they can recoup, they can make it
What do you
60. They
want?
can make it whatever they want.
It's like, yes, I
Hold
would
on.
pay $100 to get a game, because I'm honestly thinking about doing the, what is it, Persona 5
That's a long
remaster
game. I'd pay, well, not
for the
me
hundred
again,
dollar
but
version.
yeah.
Because the $100 version adds the new character to the base game, plus it gives you all the DLC content that they released for the original, and then 3 or 4 bonus ones on top of that.
You know another game that's not $100 though, but another game is that Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what it's called, but it has all 3 of them on it, and I think all the little small games in between. I think they're releasing
So
it
you
for
mean
60.
the
Complete
Mega
collection,
Collection?
recap, the complete story, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized something that with if games were $100, game companies would have more pressure on them because if they did a fuck up, like example,
Yeah.
Fallout 76 in the beginning, then people would be way more pissed off because more money, for
Or
product
like
that
when
they're
Star
getting.
Wars Battlefront 2
Oh
said
yeah.
they were gonna do some stuff and then they didn't. I'd be really mad
Yo, speaking of people
because I
doing stuff
paid.
and didn't do it, freaking GTA never gave us our single player
Yeah.
DLC. Like, come on. Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love GTA 4's single
I
player
feel like
DLC.
if they said what they were gonna do and stuck to it, I'd pay for the full price.
Yeah, that's the
But
problem.
there's so many games that don't.
We are in the sweet like the Goldilocks zone for video game pricing. I remember PS1 or
Get
PS2
him.
games used to be 50. I can't remember which one, but I
Yeah.
remember they were 50. And then when they went up $10, everybody was going crazy. Why would they go up $10? It's ridiculous.
Well, PS4 didn't have taxes. You remember that?
Now, I can't
I wonder if
remember
that.
off the top of my head.
I think that might have been the same time that happened. Why they went up? Well, no, because Xbox was already had taxes on theirs.
They have taxes now. It just depends on your state and how they have it
But
run.
PS4, I think, just recently did it in the 2 years.
No, in
They
my state they
had it.
definitely had taxes. Yeah, that might have been
And
in
it
your-
depends on
just
if you use.
that might have been
If you use
exclusive
the
to
Oh,
your
play
state
cards,
too.
don't.
Oh, really?
If you use the play
Okay.
cards, they don't. If you don't use the play cards, then they've had it this whole time. Well, if you use the card, you've had it. You don't have. You guys have weapons with ammo. Okay then.
So yeah, like I said, we're in the Goldilocks zone for video game pricing, and I hope that it stays that way. But I just want to make sure these developers. Well, one, I was reading a story saying that even though The Last of Us 2 was delayed, the developers didn't take it easy on themselves. They're still crunching, and I want them to kind of relax, like take their time. Like Nintendo, they have that saying where they just won't release a game if it's not ready. They'll take as much time as they need, and they're not really pressuring themselves. And you get a lot of quality games from Nintendo. This guy right here on the roof. So I want the game developers to just have some air of being able to breathe. Because as much as I love Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
5 and Red Dead and LA Noire and what else is it? Cyberpunk 77, I
I
know
do
all
like
those
how-
developers crunched to make that game and they like worked themselves to the bone, which they came out with great games. Not Sony 770 because they haven't played it yet, but I know it's going to be good. I assume it's going to be good.
I do like how Cyberpunk 2077 did theirs, like because they delayed
Head
it
behind you.
because the game's all complete. I've heard.
But
They
they're
wanted
working
to
on
put some
they
extra
don't-
polish or something.
Shit.
Yeah, they wanted to like
Yeah.
make sure there wasn't any glitches, stuff like that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's why it's delayed so long.
And I'm fine with it because this generation.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, Toxic. I'm gonna say this real quick. This generation has brought us so many games. I'm pretty sure it was during the PS3, 2010, going forward. They came out with so many indie games, like how I forgot who was saying they have short games for whatever price. That is so many games for me to play. It's no rush for me to get. Because Lawrence was asking me earlier, or somebody saying, "Are we getting a PS5?" And I'm like, I'm not in no rush to get a PS5. No, Sly was asking me, "Am I getting a
I
PS5?" And I was like, "No, I have too many PS4 games and too many lovely experiences
Yeah.
on this system to even worry about the next."
The only reason to stop would be when they stop the server or stop services for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of because I know they probably do it sooner rather than later because they'll say, "Oh, it's cross-play. You can just play on your PS5. Don't worry about the PS4 anymore."
They'll be like that for the first year, and then they'll say, "Oops, sorry, gotta rebuy everything."
Oh
But-
goodness.
But it's kind of sad to see that like a lot of game developers are like, it's sort of kind of like a sweatshop. Like they're being forced. Well, not forced, but they're
Quick
putting
in, quick
a
out.
lot of
It's
time
implied.
and
It's implied to work. Yeah.
into into a game, and then develop certain companies they'll just release a half-baked product. And
Right.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm sure that like people who went into that field, hoping to make some great games, great memories, and stuff like that, I'm sure a lot of them are kind of disappointed that I mean, it's not really their choice. They don't get to choose when the game's released, but
Right.
it's. I mean, I bet if I was in that field, it'd be kind of.
I'd have to be an indie studio, just like that one guy. I can't remember his name, something Ape, whatever, who made Stardew Valley all by himself. I'd be just like that. Take my slow ass time.
You
Like,
mean
don't rush
the
me.
guy that made Undertale.
Yep.
Took 10 years, and he created this massive thing that became a massive culture builder for some people.
Exactly. And I'd probably have a team just because, I like to delegate and be like, all right, you just work specifically on like creating a system where the dungeon what's that word, procedurally generates, because I can't code that shit. I'll come up with the problem is I'm the idea guy, not the put shit together guy. But I'll be like, all right, we want this in the game, that in the game. You create these separate elements and let's bring them together. And then, we have a game 10 years later.
He wants to be the
PS6.
manager of it.
Yeah,
Just make
basically.
sure everyone gets their shit done.
And sleep and go home one time. Don't stay for 70 hours unless it's like a passion project and you really want to get this thing done.
Nope, we're required to leave. Not
But
even
then again, though,
passion.
like.
Interesting.
I mean, sometimes it's not always like the developer's fault. It's sometimes also the fans. this. I mean, some fans, they complain to developers like, we want the game now, and
Then
Left
shit
4
like
Dead
that,
3.
developers,
and also Sony saying that if they
it
didn't put it
was.
out at that exact moment after their second extension, they were going to be sued for it.
Wait, damn, a lot behind the scenes. Okay, very fun. Oh my goodness, my
Because
server
they
got
had a flood,
interrupted.
and then it was followed by something else. Just them not being able to fix it all, because they had it almost done. Then a flood came, wiping out half of it, and then they had to restart most of it.
Do you guys remember, this game wasn't that big, but it was good for me. It's called Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. It had
That was a good game.
that was really good. It had I forgot,
Yeah.
J.R. Tolkien or some stuff like that. Some famous guy make the world building for it, the story, not the story, but like he created something for it, and it was going to be this really big MMO, but then they scaled it back down to a regular RPG. It was really good
Oh, really?
combat.
Master
Yeah,
Hit Resume,
I
or
can't.
whatever
That
that
I
was.
didn't know.
I
It
can't
should be
now.
the first
It says I'm
option.
waiting. No, it says I'm waiting.
Okay,
Yeah, I got kicked out. So that game, the person who
you're not
made it,
joining us.
yeah, I can't. The developer, not the developer, the owner of that company, Big 43, he was a former MLB player, and he took out a loan from, which is crazy. I didn't know you could do this. He took out a loan from the state of, was it Rhode Island? I think the state of Rhode Island of like $50 million. It was like, all right, let me borrow $50 million, then we can make this game. Somewhere down the line, I'd have to look this up if you guys are ever interested. We can do a whole like 30, 20-minute, 10-minute episode about it. And the game, I guess, undersold or whatever. It was critically acclaimed. Everybody loved it, but it
Yeah.
undersold, so he had to file bankruptcy, and he was sued by Rhode Island or whatever state he was in, Boston or whatever, or city, I think it
Oh,
was.
really?
Yeah, and then he had to shut down the studio. That's why we never got a sequel, even though that game was really good. So I
It
get
was,
it. Game
yeah, I liked
development is
it.
crazy. So even though you want to send them home, Silver, maybe they gotta stay. Maybe they gotta put in
Was
those hours.
that only on the Xbox?
I feel like it was. I think it's on PS3 as well. I do want to play it
Okay.
again.
Never heard of
It might be on PC.
It's a game that actually that didn't get a lot of, I feel like, hype in back of it, but
It was on PS3.
really good.
And it's on Windows, so I'll definitely be getting that on my computer. But yeah, it was
It
on there.
was really good, yeah.
And it
It
was
was
called
long too, I thought.
30.
Was it the reason that undersold marketing?
Probably also
Yeah.
EA. Wasn't it EA on here as a publisher? I can't see the publisher, but the publisher was
think-
EA and 38 Studios. That was
Yeah.
just 38 Studios and Big Huge Games. That's who made it. And Todd McFarlane, whatever, the guy who drew Spawn, he was a designer in that game as well.
I
And it was
played
action,
in the-
yeah, action RPG. If you chose the dual blade type things, it almost felt like God of War. So if you,
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. It was a game that you could like the combat was really awesome how they did it.
I believe it has some choose your own adventure elements to it.
did,
Well, I think
yep.
it's RPG, so a lot of RPGs have that. But yeah,
Basically, you had your own destiny, kinda.
yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was something on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That honestly sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, when I get
I'm
my
definitely gonna
computer,
look into this.
I definitely plan on playing a bunch of those games. And now I remember why I was talking about computer. Basically, the reason why I'm sort of okay with I'm not okay really with the fans bugging people, because when I was on computer and I was downloading all these early access games, I had games that just were way too early to even be played. Like The Basement, it's probably out now, but it's called The Basement, and it was like a brick and bag simulator. You would go in your basement and start selling
Oh.
all kinds of drugs, and the police would come. But it was super bare bones. But it did introduce me to a lot of games. Like me and Lawrence played, I forgot what it's called, Endless Runners or something like that. We played that way before it came out. Yeah, Lawrence, you remember that?
Nah, what's that?
It was, they would run from the left and the right, and you have maybe a little yank or something, and you'll pull somebody. Remember that game?
No.
Or we also played Duck Game. I need to remember that. That probably wasn't early access. Yeah. But PC did introduce me to a lot of games, but like I said, they were bare bones. So maybe, you know what,
First
getting
one
games
down.
early isn't super bad. But I don't want the fans to rush. Don't ever rush. Like, what are y'all doing? Don't y'all got other games to play? Why y'all rushing somebody?
Because I've been hyping you up, man. I spent $40, $60. I want it now.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh, that would be lit. But you know that's never gonna happen. I'm surprised we got VR hype. I'm gonna say Helper did. What's it called? Half-Life? I'm surprised we're getting that.
Have you guys heard it never made an appearance, but it was called it was a dragon game. And I think it was only for the Xbox.
Then I know exactly what you're talking about. Platinum Games was gonna make it, and I don't remember the Scalebound.
Scalebound, yeah. Whatever happened with that?
I forgot now, but it got canceled. And
Yeah,
Platinum Games wants to make it, but it's owned by Xbox. That's why it wasn't coming to every system.
yeah,
But for some whatever reason, Xbox decided to cancel it, or Microsoft. I'll say Microsoft decided to
yeah.
cancel it. All
I
right.
did like the Drakengard games.
So yeah, so I think I'm okay with no, not fans rushing that. All right, fans rushing things, maybe music from an artist. I can get that because it's like, oh yeah, I want to get the song because you ate up all that song real fast. But with video games, it takes so long. With movies, I'm sort of okay with them rushing because the actors can get older. And then with
Yeah.
TV shows, I'm okay with them rushing because it takes so long for them to come out.
Oh,
Oh, you got a
dude.
TV show in mind?
Okay, never
What you
mind.
want to
No,
see?
no, 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 no. Never mind. I'm gonna save it for my Sunday Punday.
Oh, okay. So I think, damn, what was I about to say? Yeah, I don't rush them for a game. Just because, maybe it's me. I'm a slow gamer. I think I heard y'all in the background when I was trying to talk to my mom. It's like Duran plays games super slow. I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I be trying. I be trying. I walk too slow. I'm like looking at the environment. Like I just love open world games.
He likes to get
I
sucked
did
into
like
it,
how they did
Yeah.
with Harry Potter though.
immerse himself.
Wait, the leaked alleged Harry Potter that WB is going to sue me for if we talk about it anymore? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's just checking.
the Harry Potters that like, because it started off like them just kids, and then it kind of,
Oh, just in general with
I
the
think they
Russian the
came out
movies,
with
yeah.
it. Didn't they come out with one every year?
Yeah, they
Wasn't it
tried
like
to
every
up
year? Yeah,
until Lawrence, give me some facts, because you're a Harry Potter fan, so hit me with the facts. What year did they stop doing it every year? About the fourth or fifth movie?
I
I don't
think
think they
so.
were
Yeah.
doing every year.
Well, I know
Was it every?
I think they were always doing every other.
Oh, was
okay.
it every other? Okay,
I think so, yeah.
you probably are right. Yeah.
All right, and this
Like those
last.
movies are
Oh, go.
huge. I can't imagine that they
Yeah.
could drop one of those every. I mean, I guess they could if they
Right.
really push it,
Maybe the
but I don't
first
think.
ones, definitely not the later ones because they had the special effects,
I
but the
know they
earlier
were
ones probably.
older and stuff. Like they got like old kind of, and it was
Yeah,
like
you
it
saw
was
them
kind of like in
grow
the
up.
real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
The
so then
immersiveness
the
of it.
next segment before we get to our final topic, that's Sunday Punday. That's
Really?
Lawrence's. Oh, you have one? You got?
We're not done yet?
No, yeah, we're almost done. The last topic super easy, or super simple. So Sunday Punday, Lawrence, take it away.
Okay. So everybody who knows me knows that I'm into a lot of fantasy, a lot of sci-fi, things like that. I wasn't really when I was a kid. I played games and I played sports, but I wasn't really into stuff like that until I read one series. It changed my life. It changed the things I like, and that series is called Artemis Fowl.
Oh, they're making a movie of that.
Oh, are they really?
So
Oh,
we've been
that
looking
one.
for. I've been looking for a movie for Artemis Fowl. They said they were going to come out with a movie in 2006. I think Universal had the rights for it, and then they sold it, and then it just been changing hands studio to studio. I've been waiting for a movie for this series for 14 years. Now finally, Disney got the rights,
And
and the
now it's not going to
trailer
be the
for it
same.
sucks. It sucks so bad. And my Sunday Punday is Artemis Fowl, like Foul, because it's just so trash. And I will never give Disney my money again
Lie?
until next year when I go to Disney World. But
That's
I'll
a
give them
lie.
all when
I'm
I
pretty
do.
sure every month you pay for Disney Plus. Don't lie.
Vicky playing for Disney Plus. I'm
Oh.
playing.
All right, fair enough.
They already ruined the Skywalker trilogy, and now they're
Don't
gonna
talk about it.
ruin
Still fresh in my
Artemis
heart.
Fowl, which was the first fantasy series that I had ever gotten into in my life. So that's why Artemis Fowl is my Sunday Punday, and I hate Disney.
Oh my goodness. Don't you know they cut the checks? You better stop with that. Disney, he's just talking shit. You know we don't really like WB. I was just talking shit. I love you, Disney. Anyway, so topic number 4. Say the planet is about to end due to coronavirus, and somehow you got the aux cord for the whole entire
Oh, you
humanity.
mean Fortnite?
Yeah, sure. So say you got the aux cord for the whole entire humanity. What's the last song that we're all going to hear before we die? If you get to pick, go
Mask
ahead.
Off by Future.
Worst song ever, but okay. Would
No,
you
it's topical because we all die from this virus.
Oh.
It's like Mask Off.
Mine's is Till I Collapse. I feel like that's a good one. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna be upbeat. If we're all gonna die, conga. I'm putting it back in you
What
guys'
about
head.
Down with the Sickness? Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
I don't know
No,
that song. I don't know that song.
the rock song.
I don't
How
know
do
it.
you not know that one? Everyone knows that one.
Get
It's the
As
one
up,
that has
come
the.
on, get down with the
Wait,
sickness. I'm
I haven't
recovering
heard
up,
it.
up, 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 up.
isn't that
it,
the one that has a bunch of memes about it? Like the very beginning of it?
it's got some makings of something that sounds familiar, but I can't
Oh,
recall it. But
Oh, yeah, that. Get up,
definitely
come on, get
conga.
down.
Before everybody dies, they're gonna hear conga. That's my choice. Silver, what about you?
Was conga.
Don't. I'll have to get it stuck in people's heads, so just be grateful. Just know conga.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that you hear when you do a conga line. Just with the
Mm,
words.
I thought when you do a conga line, it just go dun 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 dun.
You should
I'm
know
watching
conga. I
this.
made you do the rate the lyrics. Oh, I forgot to send you lyrics too. I made you do
Why
the
does
rate the
this
bars for that
guy
song.
look like
Excuse me for right now.
Not
Oh,
Dumbledore, but
wait, how's it go again?
Hagrid?
Race was like, "Come shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't show yourself
Yeah,
any
I like that
longer."
song. I like
Now,
that song.
I didn't want to sing
Okay,
it because I put it in your head. I'm sorry.
I got a rant.
Hollywood Undead Bullet. That's what I'd
It's
say.
fine.
I don't know that song. Give me some lyrics from it. Like, sing a little bit of it. Just a teeny bit.
It's like one of the most uplifting songs they have, even though it's about
Yeah, you said
basically
bullets. What are you talking about? That doesn't sound
bullet.
uplifting.
It's uplifting in rhythm. It's uplifting, but in reality, it's about suicide and a guy
Oh.
being about to jump off a building,
Oh, double oh.
while being high on after slitting his wrist 3 times and then taking a bunch of pills and drinking like an entire bottle of whiskey.
All
He
that in the
just sounds
song?
very
Oh,
trash
man.
at suicide.
So it's Artemis Fowl.
Foul.
Yeah, one of the guys in there looked like Hagrid from
Oh.
Harry Potter.
No,
I don't know
you're
if that
talking
makes
about
it better or
Mulch Diggum.
worse.
You're
I
talking.
don't.
That's the character Mulch Diggum. He's supposed to be a dwarf. Hagrid is a giant.
Oh, okay.
Opposite in
Oh
heights.
yeah.
But wait, what
Right.
song do you pick to for all humanity to go out on?
The final countdown.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Just
Toxic's like, that's a good one, but
I couldn't really pick anything because I mean I don't really listen to I listen to music like a lot, but not
It
like
has to be
actual
punny. Whatever
songs
it
I
is, it
listen
has to be punny. Like I want to be sedated. 24 hours to go. I
Well,
want to
that's why I
be
picked
sedated.
to like collapse. But then I was like, you know what? Let me go what I'd actually play. Something real like
Theme
nice.
song to Jimmy Neutron.
I don't even remember the theme song to that. Jimmy
Blast.
Neutron. Nope, that's something else.
Nope,
Can't think of it.
nope, that is
Toxic,
not.
take it away.
I did Digimon. I had Digimon in my head.
Dude, I fucking love Digimon.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
That is one of the best openings to any. I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
Japanese opening to the anime, but dude,
Like
that
the
is one of
best
the best.
version of it is
openings.
from the best
Yeah.
version of it is from the
because I feel like I don't know,
Four Kids
Pokemon's
movie
opening was
in 2000.
It's Digivolution. It Digi Disaster. All that shit.
I feel like
That's the
Digimon
one.
did it really well.
I think just for some nostalgia for people, I'd probably play
I love
the
that one.
original Pokemon opening.
Ugh,
Just for
but
nostalgia.
people don't know that one.
Well,
They
a
know
lot
it,
of-
but they don't know it.
Well,
The Digivolution is up and running. Can't you see? Can't you hear? Can't you see what's coming? That's
They
my shit.
stopped making those,
Did you
didn't
hear-
they?
That's my
Can't do
shit.
Is Digimon even still on?
Not
Yes,
that
they
I'm
have a
a.
crappy-
Oh,
yeah,
It does. They
You
keep
only
making
have to watch the first and second adventure, bro.
The first and second's all the original, but then the third one has the voice
Of
actor
what?
of the original Kyrie and a few other characters. Fourth season is the one where they go into the digital world and they can become Digimon. Fifth one is
Trash.
the one where fifth one is the last good one. If you're
Trash.
gonna consider it, they're all yes, I get it, they're trash, but still, it's the last good one if you can call it good.
I tried to watch. So we used to watch like shows like that, like Saturday morning, and I'm
you
like,
started the new
oh,
series?
these are good.
Because they have a new franchise of like 3 to 5 episodes, and it's the
You mean talking
remaster
about
of the
Digimon? The only Digimon that I've watched was 1 and 2. I started 3 and it
Yeah.
was trash, so I cut it off.
No, they restarted that. They did a brand new one where it's like they're all older and they're just redoing it in a different way with like better graphics and
It
movie
was like
style.
TK and Kari.
Yeah, it's about all of them.
Yeah,
It's,
those
well,
are the.
it's basically
yeah.
like the second
are
season,
pretty
but
good.
it's about the original characters. when something else happens, and
I'd
then it
watch
jumps to the
that.
second generation.
I'd watch that.
It's Digimon Try.
I'm not
I'd
a
watch that.
Digimon aficionado, but is Agumon still in it? Because that's the only one I remember and care about.
He's not the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's not.
Agumon.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel
but
like
yeah.
in that, it's the
I don't
same.
know.
But if you go to any of the other seasons after the second,
But he went up
starts to
really
get this stupid
high.
little
Like,
arm thing around his hand. And he just looks.
I don't remember the
But
guy
yeah,
with the shield.
I was
He had
saying,
like a shield and a spear.
I think that's Metal Greymon. But yeah, I was saying, all those old shows, Pokemon, Beyblade,
Oh, which one?
let it rip, let
wrestlers
it
like
rip.
that. They are so bad, dude. They are so
Tomorrow, if you
bad.
watch
They
them as
are,
an
yeah.
adult now,
Yes. I tried
I
to
don't even
rewatch
dare.
them. They're
Besides
so
Yu-Gi-Oh,
bad.
I wouldn't even dare.
So Yu-Gi-Oh is fine, and Digimon is good, but Pokemon,
Yeah,
Beyblade, still like they are so
exactly.
bad, dude.
I
The
hated
cringe
them.
is
I just,
reality.
yeah. It was on that with, what do you get? I thought Power Rangers was really horrible.
So
What
They
about
still are.
um?
They're worse
my
now.
son loves Power Rangers.
What
Oh,
about Jackie
really?
Chan Adventures? Does that still hold up?
Oh,
Jackie
I
Chan
love that
Adventures is
one.
fine. Yeah, Jackie Chan
Okay,
Adventures is
good.
fine.
Yeah.
If you want to watch that again, you'll enjoy watching that again.
The Talisman, that was my shit. I might incorporate that into our D&D campaign. Sorry, just think about it now. Just put it in my head.
You have to
It's so
collect like
neat.
12 of them to then put it all together and unlock a giant door that brings you to the end of the world.
All right, but oh shit, that's the end. That's the end of the episode. Do you guys got any? I don't have the lyrics for you, Lawrence, so you don't got to read any lyrics. Do you have any final thoughts?
I'm gonna rewatch that first Digimon movie. Have you guys ever seen Summer Wars? Actually,
Wait, Summer Wars is in the one with the everything's digital?
I've heard about it.
it's kind of so. If you haven't seen Summer
The
Wars,
guy,
it's an
the guy
anime movie.
on.
You should watch it. It's just like the first Digimon movie. I think actually the guy who made Digimon is the guy who made that movie.
Oh,
Summer
so
Wars.
it's
Yeah,
not related to
that's.
Digimon?
No,
No,
it's got
it's
nothing to do
not.
with it.
Okay.
But it's kind of like that, like going in and like online and fighting like people who like the Digimon movies. It's supposed to be for people who like that who don't like Digimon. You know?
Okay.
So that's the one with
What's it
the
called?
guy has the math equation, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I love that one. It's one of my top 10 like recommended on my recommend list for people that just want to get in and watch a movie.
And
Top
watch a
10.
movie. Oh, if you're just talking anime movies, it's my top three. I love that
That
movie.
What's it
and
called?
Dead Leaves
Dead Leaves.
and Redline. Those are my
I
top
don't
three.
think I've ever seen Dead Leaves.
Dead Leaves is like a 40-minute little mini movie episode thing, but it's like this thing between two characters that are from this place that have special abilities that you just basically have to see it and it all makes sense when you're watching it.
Gotcha. But yeah,
That and
Akira,
Redline.
Ninja Scroll, Summer Wars, or maybe I would take out Akira and put out Ghost in the Shell too.
I
Maybe.
tried to rewatch Ninja Scrolls. Maybe I'll give it another chance. I got started to get bored. I gotta get myself back into anime. But I was watching it. I got up to the point where the guy was like, I guess, messing with that girl, and then I was like, yeah, I'm turning this thing
The
off.
Rock guy.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm still waiting for.
that's one of the good parts when the guy Jubei
that
just
was
comes sitting in
obviously
the
that was
doorway.
obviously the best part. But then I was like, this story just feels like, what am I watching here? But you know, that's when you got to
Dude,
get back into anime.
So he's trying to like rape this chick, and
I probably
Jubei's
wouldn't
just
talk
sitting in the
about it.
doorway.
I
Sorry.
probably would. Yeah.
So, like he's like getting it, and Jubei just comes in. He's like, "Hey, I'm looking for directions to this place. Can you help me out?" He's like,
There's
"Dude,
a lot
get
of
the fuck out of here.
anime
Dude, get
shows
out of
that I
here."
like.
Doesn't
I'm
he
still
cut his
waiting to
eye out or
see.
something like that?
Yeah, he's like, "Your whole body can't be rocky. Hit him with
I
a
feel like
dagger right
this
in his
would be a
eye."
whole podcast.
I
And
have
like
friends
the
who try to get
anime.
me to watch anime and do podcasts on them. I'm so slow when it comes to watching. Like right now,
How
I'm watching
familiar?
CW and shit. I gotta get on it with my
How
anime.
familiar are you guys with
Yeah,
the
like
Evangelion
there's One
franchise?
Piece, there's
I've
Cowboy
seen all the
Bebop.
movies and I've seen the show. People
I'm still
love
waiting for
Ava
I'm
way
still
more than
waiting
I
for
do.
episode 4.
I don't like Ava that much. I think it's just because I don't like Shinji that much. I'm really into like if I like the protagonist, I'm really into the show, and I hate Shinji, which is why I think I don't like that show that much.
Did you know that they actually recorded pulled episode scenes from one of the episodes and had a condom commercial between Shinji and the female vocalist that played vocalist, the woman who voiced Asuka.
Okay.
They had a condom commercial they actually created specifically for that, so they actually had recording out there somewhere of just her moaning.
Oh, wow.
The Japanese voice actor or the American voice actor?
American. Because
That's
it was
pretty
about the
funny.
same time that they came out with like a bunch of different condom brands that were supported by the Japanese animation
We
companies.
are yeah, we're definitely giving Joe
We're
well, we're not we are now, but we're close to giving Joe Rogan a run for our money. We're almost where we at? We probably at the 1 hour and some change mark. But if we pulled a 3 hour podcast, that would be
we're
giving
an
Joe
hour and a
Rogan
half.
yeah, that would be giving Joe Rogan a run for his money. But folks, let us know in the comments. Do you want to hear us talk more about anime? Do you want Decipher to watch an anime and give his review thoughts? I watched Death
Yes.
Note. I did watch Death Note. That's like the
Do
only
you
thing I can
like that?
say. Oh, I like Death Note. Towards the
Give
end, it
your
got a little
review
crazy.
thoughts.
So Death Note was really good in the beginning. When the girl came in, I was like, "Who this chick?" She's starting to draw, but then she was actually a rider. Spoilers: she was a rider.
Yeah, she was down for the get down. I'll tell you that. Right?
And
She was
Bull was
down for the
fucking
get
it up, talking about, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have her do this." And I believe, if
What?
I remember correctly, he was gonna set her up to take the fall. Drawing, dude,
He was
drawing.
going
Is that
to,
the
but
only
then
one you've watched?
That
He's watched
was
many others, but that's what he can remember at the moment.
yeah. I've seen a little bit of Case Closed. What's the
Come
big
on,
O? I know, I
Mascot.
know,
What
I
is
know. I
this?
seen Trigun. Hey, Trigun. I know it's all old.
Trigun's good. Yeah, that is old. That's good
Yeah,
though.
that's old. That's I mean,
They made
that's back when I used to
two.
watch Toonami, so that's why I
I was
seen
about
all
to say
these
that's one
things.
of the like holy grail of like the original three that
Yeah,
like got everything. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Trigun got
exactly.
What's the
everybody into
one? It's not Samurai Champloo. What's the one where the guy didn't really want to kill nobody, so he hit him with the other side of his sword? Is that Rurouni
Rurouni
Kenshin?
Kenshin.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep, that's
I'm sorry.
Roy
I watch
Kenshin.
old
Yep.
ass anime, so
You,
forgive me. I gotta
He's
get my
if
step
you're
my
gonna do
shit up.
Rurouni
it's
Kenshin, you got to say
what's it
Full
called
Metal too, and
again?
that's like the original five that got everybody
Full
into
Metal
anime.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
one?
liked
Full
One
Metal
Piece. That
Alchemist.
was really
Well, if
good.
you're
That
talking
got
about getting
really
people into
far.
anime, then not Brotherhood, just the original one.
I
If you're
only,
talking about getting people into anime,
yeah, I
Yep.
only know the original one. Just I don't know the whatever y'all talking about. Rebirth.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
What
Have
is your
you ever?
guys'
Yeah, Brotherhood. Wasn't that a movie though?
No, you're talking about
TV show?
the
Season 2.
Ishvala or
Yeah, that's
Ishambala.
correct.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. One Piece was really good. Have you guys seen
It's still
that?
going. No one's
Yeah.
I've never
finished that
watched
yet.
One
Wait, so
Piece
he never made it
because
to the island or One Piece, whatever?
don't say anything.
They
I haven't watched it yet. Don't say anything.
All right, yeah, don't say
okay.
anything. Don't
I
say
made it to
anything.
episode like
I haven't
120,
seen.
but I haven't made it past the crocodile thing.
All right, well, Toxic, thanks for being here on the show. If you like what you see here, keep joining us. We do the Sundays at 7 Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what time zone it is for you.
The
Dusk
same.
is
Just in
always.
the show already. Jeez.
Yeah, all right, cool. Final
All
thoughts.
right. Speaking of anime, so
No, no,
I
no,
was
no, no. Let
watching.
me end the show before we go
Okay,
another
okay.
whole
So
hour.
what's everyone's number one? Well, name one from your top 10 list. One anime from
Psychopaths.
your top
People don't talk
10.
about it. People don't talk about it enough.
Toradora.
High School of the
Toradora?
Dead.
Yeah. Oh, you used
Wait, no,
like that because of the
sorry.
freaking one scene with a boob thing.
I'm thinking about
Of course,
Hamatora. I'm thinking
obviously.
about
I
Hamatora.
haven't seen
Never
Attack on
mind.
Titan. I heard that's got naked stuff in it too.
No, you
It
enjoy
does, yeah.
High School DxD.
I'll take a look.
First
Duran,
3 seasons.
don't give him High School DxD. You got to give him something. You can't give him
Dude,
High School.
he already said High School of the Dead. He already said High School of the Dead, so it's the same thing.
If it's the same thing, then that's it for me. All right, let me end this damn episode. We're gonna be here all night, folks.
For me, it's Toradora and Is This a Zombie of the Dead?
We don't want to drop you off.
I'd also like to check out Goblin Slayer. I heard that has a nice scene. The first episode. All right. So as always,
Well,
folks.
if you didn't like the scene from Ninja Scroll, you're not gonna like the scene from Goblin Slayer.
No,
I'll
I
tell you
like that
right
scene.
now.
It's just the overall movie I was getting bored with because it was like the old school anime. So I was like, all right, just take a little time. It's like how it has like where they stand there around for a second. It didn't get straight to the action.
Toradora. That's the one when that guy was in love with the Palm Top Tiger.
Yeah, that's the one, but you have to say in love at that point. That's like a massive thing.
That's the top. That's your top.
No, one of my top 10.
If you had to recommend the show to anybody, it would be Toradora.
No, like, if they say romance, yeah, it's gonna be Toradora or False Love.
Oh, romance.
Romance slice of life. If you're gonna do comedy slice of life, then I'll do ordinary
53, guys.
ordinary
853.
ordinary school lives of high school boys.
I
love it.
Baka and Test.
All right, I'm
I
ending
love
the
that one,
episode.
too. That's just
Jesus
because
Christ.
I love that voice actor. The guy who plays Ayamu from Is This a Zombie the Undead? By far my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's the guy. He does Kenichi. He
And
does
also-
the guy
what's
from
the
High
name of
School
the guy?
DxD.
What's the name of the guy from
Yeah, we had some funny. I didn't do viewer mail because I didn't think I was getting
I think his
comments.
name's Josh Grell. He
But
does a
we
lot of
actually
shows.
we had
not his
some
actual
funny
name,
comments.
The anime. Defrag. Defrag. Love
D-Frag is. Have you ever seen Bento?
Yes. I haven't finished it, but I made it like 3 or 4 episodes from the end.
The premise of that show is the best. That is such a good show.
And then the other one is
Toradora? Oh man.
hey, it's in my top 10
Oh.
or my top 20. It's just in there, that ones that I will always remember because of just
Mosca.
how much I love
Yeah.
it.
If you plan on watching Goblin Slayer, the first episode's a lot to take in, but after that, it's pretty good.
The first episode is why I want to watch the show.
I was
And
on
then
the.
Angel
I'm doing
Beats.
the show right now. So I'm doing a podcast. I'll call it back in like 3 minutes.
Oh no, I'll end it. He's first of all, Lawrence, you're dragging the podcast on purpose. I can end it. Lawrence doesn't
And
want
then
to go
there's also Angel
upstairs.
Beats.
So yeah, top three,
You gotta
top
love it.
three,
So look, now we went from
Besides-
top 1 to top 3.
top three. Besides like popular ones like Attack on Titan and One Punch Man that everybody says, it's got to be Psychopaths, Gurren Lagann, Darker Than Black.
I love Gurren Lagann. Oh my god. And then there's Guilty Crown.
Yeah, I don't know any of
Guilty
these.
Crown so underrated,
Don't worry,
bro.
Moscow.
So
Final
underrated.
Like, I'm just literally
What-
naming off all
what
the
did
shows that have like the
someone
most,
Guilty
the
Crown.
most.
Guilty Crown is so underrated, dude.
The final episode.
yeah.
It was like that final thing where you realize, oh my god, he just did that, and he's.
Not even
It's
the
just
final. The
that same
final fight when he's going to the airport to fight everybody. When he fights that kid, like right before he gets to fight Guy, it was awesome. Like Guilty Crown is so underrated.
It is, and then you get like the final, like the very last scene where they're just all together. It's like, my god.
And he's
And
all
it's like-
fucked up. He comes in with he got the little limp and shit. I'm like, damn, my man, shoot, he been through it.
Dude, no, he like legit loses most of it. Well, I'm just gonna mute them. Joking. Legit.
Cowboy Bebop even
it's-
got really weird. Like it swapped on you.
Most
legit-
anime shows from back then, in like the 90s, what they do is they give you a 26 episode series. The first 13 episodes none of them relate to the other ones. They're just like each their own story. But then the second half of it is all one big story.
And then, like, I'm legit just naming off all the
Okay.
shows that have like
That
the
makes
most
more
saddening,
sense.
those episodes that have actually caused me to cry at the very end. Angel Beats, Guilty
Angel
Crown,
Beats
Gurren
is good.
Lagann, and Akame ga Kill.
Code Geass has the best ending of any show. Period. Just period.
I get to
It's
watch
just
it.
so
I
good.
just can't get into it because of the animation.
Code Geass?
It's the animation style. I'm more into the second half of the 2000s and then the early tweens. So up until 2015 is where 2005 or 2015 is where my anime selection normally comes from.
Things that are coming out now, the animation is so good.
It's
on
over
it.
cartoony.
Yeah.
They ruined High School DxD because of
No.
that.
Demon Slayer, Fire Force,
Oh
they
my
look
God,
so
yes.
freaking good, dude. They look so good.
Most of my anime selection comes from like the newer animes. Like I've only watched like one older anime, and that's Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. Have you ever seen the ending of Cowboy Bebop?
I've seen all the episodes.
Oh,
You seen
okay.
the movie? Have you seen the movie? You
I
gotta
have.
watch the movie. The movie's
Oh my
part of it.
God. I need to find
Yeah.
the movie now.
So
The
I
movie's
thought
part of it. If you've never seen the movie, you've never seen Cowboy Bebop, honestly.
I thought that
The movie's that
the-
pivotal, dude.
Yes, the
Master-
movie.
Yeah.
You have to watch the movie.
Just mute us
Like
and end it,
even
'cause
the
we're gonna keep
show,
going.
like
Okay.
they
Moscow already ended it. You guys
I-
weren't paying attention.
I didn't actually. This
No,
is just
he
bonus
didn't, not
content.
yet.
So feel free to listen
Literally
extra.
mute yourself
Oh,
and just keep going.
As always, folks, thanks for seeing here. Goodbye. And same anime time, same anime channel. We out.
I thought you
I was trying to, but I didn't want the